This episode of Small Town, Western New York, was made possible by the following supporters. Hi. On this episode of Small Town, Western New York, I'm taking a day trip to the hamlet of Ebenezer in the town of West Seneca. The town was actually settled by a group of 800 German immigrant Lutherans who called themselves the Ebenezers, hence the name. They settled in the area between April of 1843 and October of 1845. They purchased 5,000 acres of land off of the Buffalo Creek Reservation at just $10.50 an acre. Right now, I'm headed to see Jim Pace, who's the town's historian at the West Seneca Historical Museum, to learn a little bit more about this often mysterious and mostly overlooked group.
Well, actually, we're standing in an Ebenezer home right now, which is the current West Seneca Historical Society Museum. The Ebenezers, as they're known, was actually the name they got from the community name. The Ebenezer was the municipal name of this area, but their true name is the Gemeinde der wahren Inspiration, or the Community of True Inspiration. They were from mostly German-speaking countries in Central Europe, also Holland and Switzerland. And they were primarily a Lutheran religious sect that wanted to go back to more of the church founding fathers' way of worship. Their idea was to be in the world but not part of the world. So everything they did was self-contained, to the extent that at this time they became communalists. All their property was owned in common. The only thing they owned personally were their own clothing and their household items. Otherwise, everything was in common.
As Jim concluded the story of the Ebenezers, he then handed me off to Tom Schobert, the curator of the museum, who took me on a personal tour of the museum's collections, which include a few standout exhibits about a Native American woman who has left us quite a tale and is said to still haunt the old cemetery up on Main Street, a few authentic recreations of some of the old storefronts in town, as well as an amazing scale replica of the old Lydecker wooden bridge that Tom actually built himself, complete with a legendary Old Shep's homestead perched at the base of the bridge. But I'm going to reserve Old Shep for its own future episode. This episode of Small Town, Western New York was made possible by the following supporters.